We're on. We're on.
Welcome to... Sorry, there's a dude just staring at me laughing.
Yeah.
Welcome back to a special episode of No Contest from the first of 3 World Surf League Australian Countdown Series events. With Americans still not allowed into Australia, for this episode we'll be joined by a man named Wet Lettuce, Slabb senior editor Danny Johnson, who'll be on location at the Tweed Coast Pro.
Welcome back to No Contest on the Tweed Coast. I'm not Ashton Goggins, but this episode we're going to visit the local Slabb family and find out about the work they do with their Juraki Surf Culture, a local indigenous movement around empowering the youth. We eat a meat pie with local legends Brandon and MICAH MARGIESON. We pay a visit to the Australian Surfing High Performance Centre with Molly Picklum. And we see what Julian Wilson's been up to during the longest off-season pro surfing has ever seen. Well, I think like normally Ashton would say like, let's do it. All right, let's go talk to some surfers.
The Tweed Coast is the lesser-known stretch of beaches in northern New South Wales that begins with the world-famous Duranbar Beach on the Queensland border and includes Fingal, Kingscliff, Casuarina, Cabarita, Hastings Point and Pottsville beaches. It's the land of the almost point break, with a few convenient headlands that offer protection from the wind but don't quite have the necessary formation to create the world-class waves of the Gold Coast to the north or the Byron-Lennox region to the south. Apart from one random Slabb right-hander, the majority of surfing in this zone is done at the many swell magnet beach breaks. These short and often wind-affected waves have resulted in some of surfing's most innovative approaches, with both Josh Kerr and Chipper Wilson calling this area home. The first event of the WSL Countdown Series is at Cabarita, a short 25-minute drive from Coolangatta and 45 minutes from Byron Bay. With the cancellation of the WSL Championship Tour due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Tweed Coast Pro in northern New South Wales is the first of 3 regional specialty events as part of the WSL's Countdown Series. There hasn't been a World Tour event in this region since 1999, when the Billabong Pro left the Gold Coast on finals day in search of bigger waves, where Australian surfer BEAU EMERTON had his first and only World Tour victory.
Defending champ, this event.
That's what I'm told, is people keep saying it, and I'd have forgotten it was that long ago. It was 1999, so I think it's 21 odd years ago. So I guess Snapper's really sort of taken control the past 20 years, and Snapper and Curacao, when that's on in cyclone season, it's pretty hard to beat that. But still, there's a lot of good options down here with beach breaks and nice little point break out here.
I used to surf it when I was younger, but then I think you just graduate to the Gold Coast or point breaks or Lennox or something.
Tweed Coast, this is like really nostalgic because this is what we did as Groms. We would like park up Tweed Coast, do Grom events, do juniors, be down the beach all day, and so driving up I was amped.
Ronnie and I grew up literally a half-hour drive on the sand to our beach that we grew up on. We loved it. We loved growing up there. We were so proud of it until we went somewhere else, found out that waves actually get good, and then we hated it. We hated it. I love it.
You lower your expectations for the sake of surfing with no one around, and then you really enjoy it.
With the tour cancelled this year, many World Tour surfers are experiencing their first winter at home in Australia in a long time. This just so happened to coincide with what some are calling the best run of swell the Australian coastline has seen in over 20 years.
Oh my God, actually. Probably had the best year of waves ever.
If you took the whole coast and put it all together, then yeah, it'd be an epic winner, but you can't really be at every swell along the whole coast.
I'd second best winter in 20 years. I don't know, because I haven't seen a winter in 20 years in Australia. We travel every kind of 2 weeks.
It's the best winter that I've been home for in 20 years, I reckon.
Our winter was good at home for sure.
Don't tell anyone, don't all come at once. Secret spot.
Bloody oath, it's been pumping. So how many seconds in the barrel do you reckon you've clocked up so far this year?
50 minutes? Nah. Probably like, I've had about 10 1-seconders. So a couple, 10 seconds.
Probably like a minute or two.
Oh, maybe 1 minute? Yeah, 1 minute.
We have really short barrels at home. It's not like the Goldie where you just clock up 30 seconds on a wave.
Probably only like 10. I get 1 second tubes, but I got a couple of really good ones.
Catching me right here. No, I reckon just under 20 minutes for 3 months. Maybe even a little less. Okay, that's it. 3 months. 20 minutes in the barrel.
Got the vision, that's what counts.
At the start of 2020, Julian Wilson was looking forward to another year of gunning for a world title, as well as representing Australia at surfing's first inclusion in the Olympic Games. We caught up with Julian to find out what happened when the year took an unexpected turn and he was forced to stay home in his new hometown of Newcastle.
To be honest, my go-to board, kind of my all-rounder, I've actually been really loving is Ocky's new board.
No way, Ocky?
Yeah. The Raging Bull. It definitely has a flatter rocker, so its speed's a lot easier to find.
Yeah.
The rails are a bit more forgiving than what JS normally likes to do. I find it's a bit more user-friendly and it's not so much subject to conditions. You can kind of just not look at the waves and grab this board, and probably had most of my surfs this year on this model. Doing a free surf edit, it's like you kind of get one decent version of one of your airs you like to do, and it's like, okay, I kind of tick that one off for this edit. Now I'll work on the next one. If you look back, like the guys that have won the world titles have just got that one really nice patent turn that they have on lockdown. Every time they do it, it's a different section. So I can get that consistency with a really good air, with a bit more consequence than doing a wrap in the pocket or whatever. I bought my first dirt bike when I was 14, when I could afford one. And I've had a dirt bike in my life since then. I got two older brothers and they're shit scared of bikes and like don't want anything to do with them. And then I got the bug from Dad. It's always the first thing I got to do. Like if I get home from being away for a long time, traveling on tour and stuff, it's like I just have to do it. Like it's the first thing I want to do. Yeah. And my friends that I ride bikes with, they're just so far from the beach. Like it's just a completely different world, and it's so nice to go to. Like, when you're so invested in something, you just kind of have to have that reset. That's sort of the reset for me. You kind of want to get to a place where like everything just sort of like flows without thinking about it. And the dirt bikes is a way of forcing that to happen away from surfing. Very similar feeling to what I get if I'm especially at like chokes or pipe on a day of consequence and like got to make really good decisions, which you're not going to get that feeling surfing 2-foot waves on the Sunshine Coast.
I was born ready. I just never rusty.
I guess no one's really competed since the end of last year, but I haven't competed since like April or end of April or Bali last year, so it's been a little bit longer for me. But
So I feel a bit rusty, a bit nervous, but oh well. I feel like other people are in the same boat.
Shaking off the cobwebs and getting back into it.
Yeah, I've been going a bit stir crazy, ready to put the Rashi back on.
It's going to be funny to see everyone. Might be a little bit rusty, but that's okay, we'll have fun.
I reckon everyone says like, oh, I've been cruising. They're not cruising. Like, no one's cruising out there. They're all being at home, just plodding away. And it was just vintage performances going on. I reckon everyone's on point. So I feel prepped. It's just nice to be back, have the band back together.
It was a welcome break. It was nice to have a bit of an off season, and Vaughan's been staying with me for a week, so we've just been practicing in the lead up to this weekend, and it was pretty seamless.
Green alert for Sunday, Monday.
Yeah. I'm cool with that. Sunday, Monday.
I just got the text, the contest is going to be on air on Sunday, Monday now. Like it's on.
Green light?
Yeah. I don't mind the East Coast beaches. It's It's good fun, high performance, so it'll be good. Go against everyone and yeah, have some heats.
See?
Yeah, mate.
Hit the jackpot, huh?
Never surfed a point in my life. First ever surfing. And I went left more than I went right.
Alright, back out there, boys.
Where do we go?
One, two, three, four.
Cozy, how are you? No Contest is back on. We're in your hometown, the Tweed Coast.
Good. We're starting
Oh
now.
yeah, sorry, that was me starting.
That was the start. We'll just, all right, ready? And action. You guys should head down to Fingal and go check out the Slabb boys. They've been around forever since I was growing up. Some of the older brothers were, they were leading the way to us younger generation in the area, and they basically run the joint down there, and then also got like the lineage of these up and comers coming as well that are amazing from LUNGI and that, and man, they're an awesome family and got a lot of heritage and roots in that area.
All right, thanks for the hot tip.
No worries.
The Slabb family are a local indigenous family of surfers that live at Fingal Beach. We caught up with Joel, Jalan and LUNGI to learn about the Juraki Surf Culture movement and its influence on the young indigenous surfers from the area.
Everyone calls you LUNGI, but
yeah.
What's your actual name?
My full name is MICAH Slabb. I'm 16 years old.
16? Nice. And how long have you been surfing for?
I've been on and off like all my life, but the last about 6 years, I think. Yeah, just been getting into it. Fingal's really, really quiet. So like, it's bang smack in the middle, but it's never been really real popular. We get good surf, but you have to, it's like a one way in, one way out if you want to see the waves.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the life. I'm not complaining. Yeah. Well, this is the backyard, home. This is all like lettuce and stuff, all the salads, rocket, and I think those are spring onions, but we got mint. And these are all the herbs and stuff. These are all the fruit trees, little fruit. We've got orange, lemon, and what is that? Lime.
Lime?
Yeah, don't have to worry about going into town or anything, or to the markets and stuff. These are the chickens over here. Get our eggs off them. Yeah, eggs on toast every morning most of the time. Yeah. They're feisty little chickens.
You spent your whole life here.
Pretty much right there in that house.
How many generations?
We go back. Our family is one of the traditional families from this area. So I can't tell you. Like it just goes as far back as anyone knows. The whole sort of Fingal Peninsula is called Bunningbar. So that's called, it means a place of the echidna. I remember Steph when she was young, surfing at Back Beach. Yeah, he also, you know, Mick and Parker used to come down a bit. But, you know, we got Jay Phillips and Kersey. They grew up, we sort of grew up with them. I think Oki said once that this was probably the hardest place to surf in the world.
And so how did Juraki start? Like where were you at and how did it come together? What if someone was like, what is Juraki? How do you explain it?
You know, it's a mentor leadership program, I suppose. You can probably put it down to, and it's something that we want the kids to one day be able to lead groups of people. No matter who they are and where they are in life, I want them to stand up and know who they are. The lifestyle that we grew up and were taught how to live off the land, it gives them a place of being, and it helps them connect to country and the ocean, and to, you know, they know who they are.
Yep, this is my babe. My dad made it for me. So this is the lucky duck, this is the blue butterfly, and this is my first board here. This is the flamingo single.
This is the first board?
First board ever, yeah.
Way.
It goes pretty good. I was kind of shocked when I thought it wasn't going to float. Yeah, surprised. But pretty fun surfboard.
Delan, number 1.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I want to be able to sponsor someone maybe, like just maybe travel around the world doing it, like yeah, just make people happy with their surfboards and just be creative and be myself.
The Tweed Coast is famous for its beauty and is an extremely popular place for Australian surfers to live. The heavy influence of Australian surf culture in this region is easily noticeable when you start paying attention to the naming of street signs throughout its coastal housing estates.
There's so many surf words they haven't used yet. There's no Carve Street, there's no Roundhouse Road, there's no Green Room Lane. Yeah, we're going to need a whole new estate to get this surf glossary complete. Amongst these housing estates is Surfing Australia's High Performance Centre, the Australian government's $10 million training initiative for elite surfers. The HPC, as it's known amongst the surfers, is a 4-level, 4,000 square metre, state-of-the-art facility aimed at programming surfers into athletes by treating surfing as science. All right, we're here at the Australian Surfing High Performance Centre with Molly Picklum.
Yep.
Can you describe what the High Performance Centre is?
I'd say it's just a fast tracking facility, really. That's the best way I'd describe it. You get to mimic everything in surfing in this facility. My trainer, Chris Huntington, wanted me to come in here and get the strength testing and use the equipment these guys have to test myself and see where I'm at and where I've grown since my last testing kind of 3 years ago, right, Joe? Wow, I hope I'm stronger.
Are you feeling strong?
Yeah. It's a little bit biased today,
You can
right?
pedal faster than that.
Yes, I can. It's a warm-up. It's a warm-up. We're on. We're on.
When you're ready, no bounce in, straight up.
36. Thank you.
All right, got you.
The success of the High Performance Centre was realised during the event when regular attendee Sally Fitzgibbons landed a flawless tail-high reverse during her heat.
Progression has my heart. It's just so fun to try, and there's just so many splats. It's just really nice that you asked me that question. I said, how did it feel? It felt really nice. On the women's side, a lot of the women love going to the air. Yeah, it's obviously more risky, so seeing it in comps, I think if we all go there, we'll go there together. It's good to kind of be on the front lines.
It wouldn't be right to profile this section of Australian coastline without featuring the MARGIESON family. A stylish back-footed powerhouse that wasn't interested in competing, MARGO went on to become the world's first well-paid free surfer. We caught up with Brendan and his son Micah for a meat pie at the local bakery.
What is this, Joan?
This is the Cupboard is my most iconic bakery, really.
Has this been around forever?
Yeah, well, it's been here since we've been here, right? Like
vanilla slices, mate. That's what you grew up on.
Yeah. Born and bred vanilla slice, mate.
3 years old.
Yeah.
Tasty and nutritious.
Yeah.
Tucker. Let's get some tucker.
You know what you want?
I'm going to just go a steak tomato.
Get steak and bacon, please. You're gonna get a vanilla slice?
No, I can't do a vanilla slice now.
Thanks. You. Thanks, heaps.
You too.
Dessert first.
A meat pie is one of Australia's favourite lunchtime meals. A delicious parcel of low-quality meat wrapped in low-quality pastry that contains almost no nutritional value, which is then covered in a sugary tomato sauce.
Do you get called MARGO as well?
Sometimes. Not anymore. When I was younger, I did.
It feels like the surfers that are based here are always the ones that take the alternate path. Like you were attracted to this area and you were doing the free surf thing, and then Kersey was the air guy, Chipper's the tech air guy. Why so many weirdos?
So many weirdos. There must be something in the water for sure. I don't know. I'm being weird about it because I'm a weirdo. I can't answer the question. I don't know. That's weird.
Is it weird? Is it weird?
I grew up in Byron. Then when I was about 21, moved to the Goldie, and then I've sort of just slowly worked my way back in between. And I think it's the best of both worlds here at Cabba. I mean, it's not known for its amazing waves really, but on its day, the back beaches and the beaches get fun, and it's just 20 minutes to the Goldie for your point breaks, and half an hour down to Byron to surf, whatever wind's blowing, and hang out. And
because this gets called like it's twin towns. It's the Tweed and the Coolangatta, but this little stretch feels like it got the bad genes, in terms of the surf. From a wave perspective, it's like that twin is definitely the better looking twin.
100%. Like Steph, she seems like she's a snapper girl or whatever, but no, she's not. She's a kingy girl. I think everyone that's done well from this area is very proud to be from this area, because it's just a real working class generation really. I guess because you're not in the limelight being at snapper or D-bar the whole time. You're just surfing by yourself down the beaches or whatever for the love of it. But that's what it should be about anyway, right?
Yeah. I feel like just from surfing all them different waves, you just improve your surfing, and then coming back here, it's kind of get better at surfing those shitty waves and better at surfing when it's good. So.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for watching No Contest.
And we'll see you in South Stradbroke Island for the next event.